some people would say Luka
Luka.
had a James Luka Doncic had a James Harden moment, and then some people would come back there and say, "Well, James Harden never made the finals, so I wouldn't know." Name another player. Shout out to the NBA chat, man. Blaze and Jeff. Yeah, man, that was a good one. But we gotta talk about the letter grade performance of Luka Doncic. I wish
Mm-hmm.
we can't do Kyrie because that's too easy of a segment. So we're gonna call this one "Hold My Beer"
Okay.
because technically, when Luka's in his moment, he's holding a beer. And then somebody wants to come take that from him. And that's kind of what the Celtics did this game one. They say, hey, let me get that up off you. Kind of like my man did backstage. And Luka was like, what are you doing? Where Bibby at, man? I need Bibby for the sound effects. But we're going to do a letter grade for Luka's performance. Oh, we
Yeah,
getting
the sound
money.
effect. Before he yell at us, man. This thing been up there for like a good 1 minute. Okay.
Wow, you got this one?
All right. Shout out to Healing the Mental. Shout out to Dave, Dave's doghouse himself. Member for 10 months. Let's go. Hashtag Mavs Game 2. Hashtag Dave's doghouse. Hashtag R2L Day. Hashtag Refuse to Lose Sports. Hashtag Dude. Hashtag Heat Nation. Hashtag Do You. Hashtag Hashtag Bang Bang Night Game. Hashtag Red Sox. Hashtag Magical Mystics. That man shout out literally everything he's affiliated with.
Hey, my man got more hashtags than a play call from Kyle Shanahan. GY Banana. That's
Hashtag turn me up today.
He about to run it back.
Now you gotta do it. You gotta do a super chat on
Man, shout out to the member Dave, man. And yeah, man, I don't know what was wrong with Kyrie last night, but it is what it is. It's kind of like, I think what happened with Kyrie last night is kind of like, you moved on, you got a whole new family and everything, but you got that one high school sweetheart that you run back into, and you just like, hey, hold up, bro. You thought the emotions was gone, but it just hit you because you ain't really have to live with it. But now it's back with you in the finals. It's like, man, I don't like you, but why am I feeling this way? And meanwhile, Luka was like, your new wife is like, hey, what you doing? You and me now. Like, what's all this? What's this 8 points, 12 points here, man? I'm still getting 30. Luka got 30 points in every playoff game. I mean, in the finals, they was up. The Celtics was up 29. They cut the lead down to 8. They still lost by 19, but hold up.
Hold
up. Dave heard you, man.
I know, right?
Shout out to Dave with the 199 super chat. Turn me up. I know you wanted to play the sound effect.
Hey, I know. Oh yeah, let's do that. All right.
Turn me up.
He about to turn up when he see Bibby comment. Also.
Oh man, yeah, they about to go crazy. But
I know. Go ahead.
Yeah, man. Going off of how Luka performed last night, I mean, it was a rough game for the Mavericks all around, but yet him still trying to find a way to keep his team in the game after they were bricking, clank, clank, clank on the 3-point shots. Also, the rotations on defense, him just getting plucked almost every time he came down the court, trying to figure out what was going on. I think he probably had more turnovers than he had assists this game. It was just a lot going on. This is your first time on the big stage, but again, to even try to get that lead down to 8 and show some heart and not no quit, I give him a C. I give him a C for last night's performance. I know he can turn it up, but I'm gonna go with a C because actually, no, I'm gonna go B. I'm gonna go B because a lot of things was crumbling around him, and he was still trying to keep the ship going. So I'm gonna go with a B minus.
Okay. Me personally, I'm gonna go with a C plus. I'm gonna go with a C plus. I think Luka. What I liked about Luka was he was still scoring. He was still getting to his points. He did miss a couple of easy bunnies, but when they got the lead back down to 8, that was all Luka. Also, he ended the second quarter really good. So Luka still really had a good game. He had 10 rebounds. Defensively, he had some good moments one-on-one. But what I don't like, and then also, I'm not killing him for the assist. I don't think the assist wasn't on him. Like, the Mavericks couldn't hit a shot. Like, he was making the right reads. They was missing literally wide open threes. Shout out to Kyrie Irving. So I'm not going to say, oh, Luka got to do better. He'll get more assists. I mean, how about the Mavericks make the shots? You know, and and then also I'm going to talk about this in the first segment, right? One of the reasons why they won is and they limited the assists. I think the Mavericks had 9 assists the whole game. When the way the Mavericks get assists is a lot of one-on-one play with Kyrie Irving and Luka Doncic. They do a pick and roll or they draw some type of double team and they swing it to the open man. That's how they get all their assists. They don't get all their assists like an Indiana Pacers do or like a San Antonio Spurs type team does. You know, like or Celtics when it's a lot of ball movement. Well, Celtics kind of do the same thing, but you know what I'm saying? Like when they play Luka and Kyrie, they kind of like let them go one-on-one. They ain't doubled them at all last night, and they just kept their arms wide. You know, they kept their arms out. You know, relax, y'all. They you know, I ain't about to say it. So they kept their arms out. All right, they kept their arms out, and they there you go. They clogged up the passing lane. All right, so they didn't allow Luka to get downhill. Same thing with Kyrie. And they y'all can shoot that. Go ahead. Y'all can shoot that. Y'all gonna have to make more threes than us. Go ahead. we cool. You know. So I'm not gonna kill Luka for the 1 assist, but what I am gonna get Luka for is a lot of defensive plays. He got beat. He got beat 1-on-1. And if you watch how Luka played defense, Tomo, you watch how he played defense. Up in this whole playoff run, we've been like, oh, Luka been good defensively. You know why? Because they trying to cook Luka. Like they will get past Luka and then they will come back. Like they trying to cook him. Like
it was a black stop. I mean, you take it to the black stop. I guess.
Like make your move and go. You know, because Luka is not quick. So Luka will recover really good if you playing around. So that was what was happening. That happened a few times with Tatum one time. That happened with Jaylen Brown, but a couple of times, Jaylen Brown especially, he make one move and go right past Luka. And Luka actually like lets you go by. That's how he is. But nobody does that. They see Luka there. Oh, I'm about to cook. He been cooking me all game. I'm about to get mine right now. It's like, nah.
They treat Luka like the WNBA girls treating Caitlin. Like, oh, it's time to get my buckets. You want to be here? It's my time.
Exactly. They see red, right? So I gave him a C+ because they lost. Obviously, they also lost. And he had a few turnovers I didn't like either. Like the Jaylen Brown plugged him twice, and Derek White got a steal from him off a double team. Even though that steal with Derek White, I felt like that was bad communication on the Mavericks. Like you gotta let Luka know Derek White is coming with a double team after that pick. And lastly, I felt like he passed up a lot of good looks. Like it was a lot of times like his decision making because of how the Celtics were playing them. He'll be like it was one time he was wide open and he passed it. And one time he actually got fouled and he passed it and they called foul and he was like, dang, I should have shot it. Like that happened multiple times. So, but I do want to say this for people who think he James Harden. James Harden in his first NBA Finals averaged 12.4 points a game. That's all I gotta say. All right, he was terrible. I would never forget. He hit James Harden in the NBA Finals hit a buzzer beater in the end of the second quarter. And that's the only time I remember him doing anything at whole finals. Like literally. And he had 5 points.
He coming off the bench, Joe? He was coming off the bench though, Joe.
Okay, how about he having 5 points in the first game in the NBA Finals? And if I could put up a shooting percentage, I don't want to do that. Because I don't want to make James. It's not about James Harden for real, you know, but it ain't really about him.
Just throwing out the caveat, man. He wasn't the player that Luka is now. Like James Harden now.
Bro,
their game style. Let's put it like their game styles are similar. I'm not saying they're the same player. Their game styles are similar. How they can dictate where they want to go with the ball and how they can get to the line, the free throw line. That is.
Year 2, Luka was like that. Year 2, like I saw what Luka did in the bubble.
Luka been playing basketball since he was 14. Man.
Exactly, right? He's a different dude. That's what I'm like. It's like a parent now. I know Harden got an MVP regular season. He's really good. You know what I mean? I understand that. I'm not trying to destroy James Harden, but. Come on now, like Luka don't fold. If Luka didn't fold yesterday, he had Celtics are a really good team. They're a really good team. So I'm gonna give him a C+. All
right, that's why I'm going. I mean, B- C+. I mean, the B looks better on the report card when you take it home, but it's technically about the same average. I mean, it's in the same ballpark with the B-. And I'm also giving the B- because he didn't quit. Like. In those games, your superstars could just be like, you know what, this is not our night. We just gonna pack it up. But to try to cut that lead, well, not even try to cut the lead to 8 and still almost have a chance. Who knows? 1 or 2 plays go a different way. We've seen the Mavericks be down by this many points before and win these games. So again, that gives me signs of hope. Also, another reason why he gets the minus on the B is because of some of those passes that those turnovers where it's just like, all right, I have to attack more. Like, just attack more. Like, I know you want to get your teammates back in it, but this is one of those nights where you can't depend on nobody but yourself. So just attack. Just keep going.
Because what he said in the Minnesota series, he said when that game, the last game they won, he said we knew that when me and Kyle are aggressive, the double teams are going to come. That's natural. If Luka is cooking and he's efficient, right? They keep bringing this man Harden up in every Luka conversation. Exactly, they're killing him, Josh. They are though, but I think Luka is a better basketball player than Harden. But Luka, it's a lot of times like he even said, if he's aggressive, he's going to draw the double team, and then it will open up shots for everybody else. So because they weren't really doubling him last night, and the Celtics and then when he got aggressive, time he was doing his thing.
That's what I mean. You just gotta keep that thing. You just gotta keep it going.
Second guessing, second half though, he wasn't second guessing no more. He was like, all right.
I mean, it's at this point, bro, when you down 29, you like, look, it is what it is. Like, I just wish they didn't chase the 3-pointer so much.
Mm-hmm. What do you mean by that?
When teams do this a lot, especially more so with I really use the Warriors as an aspect, because remember when the Warriors used to come to town and everybody knew what the Warriors gonna do. When them threes get to going, it's gonna take you out of your game plan, and now you're gonna try to shoot threes with them. What happened last night is, once the Celtics 3-pointers start going in, the Mavs was trying to match it. And shout out to Kev too, because he called this out. But it's like, sometimes you just got to play your game. If you continue to play your game, it can keep you in the game. But when you try to match something that's not working, like after 2 or 3, after you see they cutting off that side 3, that baseline 3 that PJ watches and loves so much, it's like, all right, now we just got to figure it out. All right, attack the paint, get to the line. This happened with the Mystics last night too. They let Chicago Sky start hitting a couple threes, and then they start getting all these turnovers. It's like, you're not even valuing the possession of the ball at this point. You're just trying to feed off the momentum of the other team, and it's like being an angry fighter. You're not even thinking no more. You're just swinging, and it's not working. Like, find your composure, get back in the game.
I get you saying, but like with a team like the Celtics, if you're open, you gotta take that 3. I was good with the 3s they shot. They only shot 27, which is not a lot in today's in today's
I
NBA.
brought the Mystics through.
I know that energy changed up quick, right? When you was watching that game, I know in the beginning it was looking sweet, but dang man, the Wizards and the Mystics, it's crazy. But dang,
I'll address them in the I'll address what the Mystics got going on in my last words.
Last words, all right. But yeah, I thought the 3-point attempts were good though. Like, they were just missing. You know what I mean? Like, this is a 3-point shooting league now, and that's what get the Mavs going. Like, if the Mavs are hitting threes, they're dangerous because Luka and Kyrie are great one-on-one scorers. Because once they start getting, like, they were doubling Luka like crazy. So I mean they weren't doubling, playing straight up, and they were sagging it on the paint. But guys were open still, and they were just weren't making them.
But this is where the old quotes come from, where they be like, look, on the road, your stars have to try to win you the game. And when you at home, your role players are going to show up more. And in those moments, okay, the threes was there, but it's like, how many more times am I going to watch PJ Washington, who was actually a dark horse in one series? Technically, that helps get us to the finals, but it's like, all right, no more threes. Attack the paint.
The stars gotta set the tone, and we saw that in the second half. Like, Luka got aggressive, and then they start hitting shots, because Luka turned up the heat, and that's what it does. On the road, the star player gives energy. At home, the crowd gives energy.
It was already
role play too. Yeah, the role play hit the 3, crowd go crazy, right? But on the road, that's on the road. Sorry, at home, the crowd go crazy. On the road, your star players give you the energy. Like, when they start playing well, then the role players start feeling good. And that's what happened in the second half. In the third quarter. In the first half, like we said, Luka was like Luka wasn't at, even though he finished the first quarter with like 20, because in the end of the second quarter he started turning up at the end of the second quarter.
And that's
But
go ahead.
Go ahead.
And that's because of their whole back and forth with him and Kyrie, where it was like one series, one guy be a first half guy and the other guy take over in the second half. And I think in this first quarter, Luka kind of took a step back to be like, all right, Kyrie, I know this is your moment. Like, this is the Celtics. Let me see how you going to carry it. Because he came out in the Western Conference Finals, game one, Kyrie turned up. Because in the OKC one, it was more so Kyrie taking a backseat and Luka turning up. And then when by the time Luka figured out that, oh, it's not Kyrie night, they was already down like 29 points. And he like, whoa, I guess I got to do this one on my own. Also, Kyrie has been the Jason Kidd on the floor. Like, he's been the one bringing everybody back to normal when they've been having their little moments. Like, hey, lock in. And last night, when your leader that's been telling you lock in don't even look like he locked in, everybody like, well, what do I do? And that's when you got to resort back to what you do best. Get to the free throw line. Attack. If the three is there, if it's a wide open three, I'm not mad at you taking the shot. But sometimes you just need a little bit of momentum. And the three can be a big momentum push, but sometimes you just need to chip. Just keep chipping away. And then you can get back in this thing.
I'm with that. And I think everything started going downhill. I think Luka got subbed out. Let me see. I think Luka got subbed out. And then Hardaway came in the game. Sounds funny. Hey, Hardaway funny them up, but yeah, man. But like when it was already right. All right, it was up by 19 when Luka come out the game. But Kyrie, he played terrible. We ain't talk about Kyrie for real, but he was terrible, bro. Like, he just wasn't there. Like, he was shooting stuff with the backboard. He got a shot block a couple of times. He threw the ball out of bounds. Like,
he won himself.
Yeah, he didn't.
He needed a Snickers.
Yeah, but he'll be back in game two. He'll be back in game two. All right, let's get to these IG chats, man.